Presidential impact. A quick glimpse at the works of U.S. presidents. George Washington, 1789 to 1797. George Washington, the cornerstone of America, established the nation's central government and economy. His farewell address shaped American diplomacy for centuries. John Adams, 1797 to 1801. John Adams, a firm believer in justice, avoided war with France despite public pressure. His administration is a testament to diplomatic patience. Thomas Jefferson, 1801 to 1809. Under Thomas Jefferson, America doubled its size with the Louisiana Purchase. His profound faith in the common man redefined democracy. James Madison, 1809 to 1817. James Madison, a decisive leader, guided the nation through the War of 1812. His efforts safeguarded American independence. James Monroe, 1817 to 1825. James Monroe established the Monroe Doctrine, a cornerstone of American foreign policy. His presidency was marked by a strong nationalism. John Quincy Adams, 1825 to 1829. John Quincy Adams boosted infrastructure, championed education, and was a fierce opponent of slavery. His visionary policies were ahead of his time. Andrew Jackson, 1829 to 1837. Andrew Jackson, a people's president, radically democratized American politics. His stand against the Bank of the U.S. reshaped the financial landscape. Martin Van Buren, 1837 to 1841. Martin Van Buren navigated the country through an economic crisis. His financial reforms laid the groundwork for a stronger economy. William Henry Harrison, 1841. William Henry Harrison's presidency was short but significant. His electoral campaign changed the way presidents are chosen. John Tyler, 1841 to 1845. John Tyler, a stalwart of states' rights, annexed Texas. His bold decisions expanded America. James K. Polk, 1845 to 1849. James K. Polk realized the manifest destiny by adding vast territories. His leadership set the stage for the Civil War. Zachary Taylor, 1849 to 1850. Zachary Taylor, a career soldier, protected newly acquired territories. His stance against the spread of slavery was pivotal. Millard Fillmore, 1850 to 1853. Millard Fillmore delayed the Civil War with Compromise of 1850. His presidency was marked by the navigation of delicate issues. Franklin Pierce, 1853 to 1857. Franklin Pierce, though controversial, expanded American trade in Asia. His foreign policy sowed seeds for America's Pacific dominance. James Buchanan, 1857 to 1861. James Buchanan, faced with a divided nation, tried to maintain peace. He grappled with the brewing Civil War. Abraham Lincoln, 1861 to 1865. Abraham Lincoln preserved the Union during the Civil War. He issued the Emancipation Proclamation, heralding freedom for slaves. Andrew Johnson, 1865 to 1869. Andrew Johnson, despite impeachment threats, advocated for Reconstruction. His policies laid the groundwork for a reunited America. Ulysses S. Grant, 1869 to 1877. Ulysses S. Grant, a Civil War hero, championed civil rights. His administration fought against the Ku Klux Klan. Rutherford B. Hayes, 1877 to 1881. Rutherford B. Hayes ended Reconstruction. He balanced federal and states' powers delicately. James A. Garfield, 1881. James A. Garfield championed civil rights, but his term was tragically short, yet he left a lasting impact. Chester A. Arthur, 1881 to 1885. Chester A. Arthur implemented civil service reform. His administration curbed corruption. Grover Cleveland, 1885 to 1889. Grover Cleveland, a two-term non-consecutive president, championed fiscal conservatism. His policies reined in government spending. Benjamin Harrison, 1889 to 1893. Benjamin Harrison expanded America's Navy. He recognized the importance of a strong defense. William McKinley, 1897 to 1901. William McKinley led America to victory in the Spanish-American War. His policies marked America's emergence as a global power. Theodore Roosevelt, 1901 to 1909. Theodore Roosevelt championed progressive reforms and conservation. His dynamic leadership brought the 20th century's progressive era. William Howard Taft, 1909 to 1913. William Howard Taft, a proponent of dollar diplomacy, expanded American trade. His presidency was marked by peace and prosperity. Woodrow Wilson, 1913 to 1921. Woodrow Wilson guided America through World War I. His vision of the League of Nations changed the global diplomatic landscape. Warren G. Harding, 1921 to 1923. Warren G. Harding, amidst controversies, championed normalcy and business prosperity. His term marked a return to pre-war lifestyle. Calvin Coolidge, 1923 to 1929. Calvin Coolidge, a believer in limited government, boosted economic growth. His policies led to the Roaring Twenties. Herbert Hoover, 1929 to 1933. Herbert Hoover, though blamed for the Great Depression, was a humanitarian. His efforts alleviated global hunger post-World War I. Franklin D. Roosevelt, 1933 to 1945. Franklin D. Roosevelt, through his New Deal policies, mitigated the Great Depression. He led America through most of World War II. Harry S. Truman, 1945 to 1953. Harry S. Truman made the bold decision to use atomic bombs, ending World War II. He also established NATO, fortifying global alliances. Dwight D. Eisenhower, 1953 to 1961. Dwight D. Eisenhower, a military genius, led America during the Cold War. His interstate highway system transformed American transportation. John F. Kennedy, 1961 to 1963. John F. Kennedy inspired America with his charisma. His support for civil rights and the space race marks his legacy. Lyndon B. Johnson, 1963 to 1969. Lyndon B. Johnson signed the Civil Rights Act, ending racial segregation. His Great Society program sought to eliminate poverty. Richard Nixon, 1969 to 1974. Richard Nixon, despite Watergate, made diplomatic inroads with China. His policy reshaped global politics. Gerald Ford, 1974 to 1977. Gerald Ford saw America through the Watergate aftermath. He helped heal a nation. Jimmy Carter, 1977 to 1981. Jimmy Carter brokered the Camp David Accords, facilitating peace in the Middle East. His presidency prioritized human rights. Ronald Reagan, 1981 to 1989. Ronald Reagan, with his economic policies, boosted American prosperity. His determination led to the end of the Cold War. George H.W. Bush, 1989 to 1993. George H.W. Bush skillfully navigated post-Cold War international relations. He led a coalition to liberate Kuwait during the Gulf War. Bill Clinton, 1993 to 2001. Bill Clinton presided over an era of economic prosperity. He successfully balanced the U.S. budget. George W. Bush, 2001 to 2009. George W. Bush led America post 9/11, initiating the War on Terror. His leadership defined the start of a new century. Barack Obama, 2009 to 2017. Barack Obama, the first African-American president, implemented the Affordable Care Act. His presidency symbolized progress. Donald Trump, 2017 to 2021. Donald Trump oversaw major tax cuts and deregulation. His presidency left an indelible mark on American politics. Joe Biden, 2021, and still serving as of the posting of this video, December 2023. Joe Biden, carrying a message of unity, is tackling the coronavirus pandemic crisis and economic recovery. His presidency is still unfolding. This concludes our list. It's time for you to give your opinion about which president do you consider the best or worst in American history and why. Share your thoughts and reasons in the comments, and thank you for watching.